Welcome to Everyday English Practice channel. I would be happy if you subscribe to our channel. In this video, where we will talk about how to speak English confidently in any situation. English is one of the most widely spoken languages in the world, and learning to speak it with confidence can open many doors for you, whether you are traveling, working, or simply engaging in casual conversations with friends. It can be intimidating at first, but with the right approach and mindset, you can speak English with ease, no matter what situation you find yourself in. In this video, we will go through several tips and strategies that will help you feel more comfortable speaking English. By the end of this video, you will know exactly what steps to take to improve your confidence when speaking English. We will break down the process step by step, giving you practical tips, real-life examples, and advice on how to practice. So, get ready to learn how to speak English confidently in any situation. Let's dive right in. Tip 1. Start with small conversations. The first step to speaking English confidently is to start with small conversations. A lot of learners make the mistake of trying to dive into big, complex discussions right away, but that can be overwhelming. Instead, begin by engaging in simple conversations. Think of basic greetings, asking for directions, or introducing yourself to others. These simple interactions will give you the practice you need to feel more comfortable when speaking. For example, when meeting someone for the first time, you could say, "Hi, how are you today? Where are you from? What do you do for fun?" These are basic but important conversational phrases that you will use regularly in daily life. They help you break the ice, make small talk, and build your confidence in using the language. Don't worry if you make mistakes, just keep practicing. The more you practice these small conversations, the easier it will become, and your confidence will grow with each new interaction. Tip 2. Learn phrases, not just words. While learning individual words is important, it's even more important to focus on learning phrases. Phrases are groups of words that are often used together, and they help you sound more natural when you speak. Native English speakers often use these phrases without thinking, and by learning them, you can speak more fluently and confidently. Instead of learning isolated words like dog, apple, or car, it's better to learn how to use these words in context by using common phrases that will be useful in everyday conversations. For example, instead of just saying, "I'm fine," in response to the question, "How are you?" you could use more natural responses like, "I'm doing great, thank you for asking. I'm good, how about you? Not too bad, thanks." Learning phrases like these will help you speak more naturally, and you won't have to stop and think about individual words. It will flow more smoothly, and you'll sound more confident in the process. You can also learn phrases for specific situations like ordering food at a restaurant, asking for directions, or making small talk at a party. Here are some useful phrases to get you started. "Could I get the check, please? Can you tell me how to get to the nearest bus stop? What time does the movie start?" The more phrases you know, the more confident you will feel when speaking. Tip 3. Practice speaking every day. One of the most important tips to build your speaking confidence is to practice speaking every day. Even if you only have 5 or 10 minutes a day to practice, it will make a difference over time. Consistency is key. If you can, try to speak with a native English speaker or someone who is also learning English. You can use language exchange apps or find language partners online. Speaking with others will help you get comfortable with the flow of conversation, and you will learn new vocabulary and grammar as you practice. If you don't have anyone to speak with, don't worry. You can also practice speaking to yourself. Talk about your day, describe things around you, or even try to summarize a book or a movie you've watched. For example, today, I went to the store and bought some fruits. I also met my friend and we went for a walk in the park. Practicing speaking alone will help you get used to the sound of your own voice in English and give you the confidence to speak in front of others. Remember, the more you practice, the more confident you will become. Tip 4. Focus on communication, not perfection. Many learners are afraid of speaking English because they are worried about making mistakes. But here's the truth. Making mistakes is part of the learning process, and it's okay. In fact, mistakes are a sign that you are trying and learning. When you speak, your main goal should be communication. It doesn't matter if you make a few mistakes along the way. What matters is that you are able to express your ideas and get your message across. For example, if you accidentally say, "I have 20 years," instead of, "I am 20 years old," the listener will still understand you. They might even correct you gently, and that's okay. You will learn from it. Don't let fear of making mistakes hold you back. The more you practice, the better you will get, and soon you'll find that your mistakes become fewer and less noticeable. Focus on communicating your thoughts clearly, and everything else will follow. Tip 5. Use English in real-life situations. One of the most effective ways to build confidence in speaking English is by using it in real-life situations. The more you practice speaking in actual conversations, the more comfortable you will become. For instance, if you go to a store or a restaurant, try speaking in English. Even if the people around you speak your native language, practicing English in real situations will help you improve faster. Here are some examples of real-life situations where you can practice speaking English. At a restaurant, "I would like to order the chicken salad, please. Can I also get a glass of water?" Asking for directions. "Excuse me, can you tell me how to get to the nearest pharmacy?" At a social event. "Hi, my name is your name. It's nice to meet you. Where are you from?" Using English in these situations will give you valuable practice, and it will help you feel more confident when speaking in other settings. Plus, most people will be understanding and appreciate that you're trying to speak their language. Tip 6. Listen and imitate native speakers. Listening is just as important as speaking when it comes to building confidence. Listening helps you get used to the rhythm, tone, and pronunciation of native English speakers. By listening to how they speak, you can learn how to use words and phrases more naturally. Watch English TV shows, movies, or videos on YouTube. Focus on how the speakers say things, their intonation, and how they express emotions. Try to imitate them. You don't need to sound exactly like them, but mimicking their style of speaking can help you speak more confidently and sound more natural. For example, if you're watching a show and the character says, "I'm not sure about that," try repeating the phrase in the same way they said it. This practice will help you sound more fluent. Tip 7. Don't be afraid to ask for help. If you don't understand something or you're not sure how to say something, don't be afraid to ask for help. Native speakers and other learners are usually happy to help, and asking questions shows that you're engaged and eager to learn. You can ask things like, "Could you please repeat that? How do you say this in English? I'm not sure what that means. Could you explain it?" Asking for clarification or help when you don't understand something is an important part of learning. Don't worry about feeling embarrassed. Everyone starts somewhere, and most people will be happy to help you improve your English. Tip 8. Expand your vocabulary. The more words you know, the easier it will be to speak confidently. Vocabulary is the building block of language, and knowing a wide range of words will help you express yourself more clearly. Start by focusing on vocabulary that is relevant to your daily life. Learn words and phrases related to topics like shopping, cooking, travel, work, and your hobbies. The more words you know, the easier it will be to have conversations in English. Here are some examples of vocabulary you might want to learn. Travel, airplane, passport, suitcase, hotel, airport. Work, meeting, deadline, colleague, presentation, project. Shopping, discount, cashier, receipt, sale, shopping cart. As you learn new words, make sure to use them in your conversations. The more you practice, the more comfortable you will feel with your vocabulary. Tip 9. Don't compare yourself to others. It's easy to fall into the trap of comparing yourself to other learners, especially when you see someone speaking fluently. But remember, everyone learns at their own pace. Just because someone else speaks better than you now doesn't mean you won't get there eventually. Focus on your own journey, and celebrate the small wins. Every time you speak, you are improving. Even if you make mistakes, remember that they are part of the learning process, and you are doing great. Stay positive and patient, and you will see progress. Tip 10. Stay positive and keep going. The journey to speaking English confidently takes time, but it's important to stay positive and keep practicing. Every step you take, even the small ones, is a step toward fluency. When you make mistakes, learn from them and keep going. Set small goals for yourself, like learning 5 new phrases every week, or practicing speaking for 10 minutes a day. Celebrate your achievements, no matter how small they seem. With practice, you will gain more confidence, and soon, speaking English will feel as natural as speaking your first language. And there you have it. 10 tips to help you speak English confidently in any situation. Remember, the key is consistent practice, staying positive, and not being afraid to make mistakes. The more you speak, the more confident you will become. Thank you for watching this video. Keep practicing, keep learning, and soon you'll be speaking English confidently and effortlessly.
Like, subscribe, share.